And welcome if anyone's going to watch this absolute brilliant review from the legend that is Beers and Banter, or Banter Beers, something like that. I don't know.
Or whatever he's called.
Yeah, whatever he's called over there, yeah.
Not the monkey hips.
There we go. Oh, there he is. He's in the chat as well. He's multi-talented. He didn't even have to type. So, to the people who ever is going to watch this, which is no one, we are going to review maybe if I put aside this one, this beer from Vocation. So, what's your opinions on this? What are you expecting from this, Luke?
Obviously, with Vocation doing their celebration box, I kind of really want it to be quite, can I say Twixy? Obviously, it's not a Twix, but is a Twix. It's the most Irish thing I've ever heard of. But there we go.
Hello, Vanessa, brilliant, who kept me going to the last stream, the only one in the chat. Yeah, I'm guessing we're going to get biscuit in this one somehow.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the name is Caramel Cookie Chocolate Stout. So, yeah, I'm hoping it does exactly what it says on the tin. Hi, Death by Cocktail. Hope you're doing all right.
So, a nice percent, I think. So I got these as singles. So did you get the Vocation box or pack or whatever, Kim?
Yeah, so I got the box set, but it was missing the glass.
Okay.
So Vocation are gonna send me a glass out.
And how much did the pack cost you?
It was £32, not including delivery.
Okay. So mine was.
Which I think, £32, 5 beers, a glass, and a little gift pack of beer mats and stuff. That's not bad price.
Bad. So I got all mine as singles. They all came in around €6, 20 or 30, somewhere around there, euros. So they're quite expensive, I think. Then again, it's Vocation. Yeah. You got whatever duty for import and all that. And they were available pretty much when they came out in the UK. They were over here. They're on the websites on a few craft people to sell them. So they obviously shipped them over and had them available.
Yeah. I mean, the Irish always get everything first anyway.
Yeah.
That's just the way of life.
Especially if we complain enough and say we're Irish, So, we talked enough. I think we should get a beer in a glass, because I always hate when people are talking and they don't get a beer in a glass.
Now, I've had this beer in the fridge for roughly 4 hours, and it's come out at 8.2 degree in temperature.
Mine's been sat in this room, which is pretty cold. So I don't know what temperature it is, but yeah, I don't want anything stout wise. I wouldn't refrigerate. My house is pretty cold anyhow. It's an old house. So kind of not jet black. There's a red tinge to it, I think.
There is indeed. Kind of a chestnut blood, kind of red wine.
Yeah.
Or a finer red wine.
So kind of chocolate I'm getting, anyhow.
Funny enough, I'm picking up the caramel, but I'm picking up the biscuit, that cookie dough. That biscuit dough.
Not kind of, you can't get the alcohol. There's no alcohol off it, I don't think, anyhow. So,
and I mean the head is quite good as well.
But mine's pretty gone. Maybe it's the way I poured it, and the glass, my Pilsner glass, wouldn't help it much that way.
But yeah, let's go for it, Thomas.
Cheers.
Cheers, Slaughter. Now I'm just slightly picking up a bit of that ABV, just on the finish, but the mouthfeel, it's not as kind of fuller.
Yeah, there's something
full
lacking there.
as what I would have hoped for, but that isn't too bad. You're getting the sweetness, kind of the crispness. There's a slight ABV there. But like I said, this is just slightly warmer than I think what it says on the can. Or I read somewhere it should be between it. Or served at, I think it was between 7 and 8 degrees. I probably read it on the box. But in all, that's not too bad, to be fair.
Yeah, it's drinkable. There's a nice richness there, I think, with caramel. And kind of biscuit kind of gives it that little bit of body. But I think if there is something in the body missing, that's difficult. The milk chocolate was slightly thin too.
Got this one in the cupboard. Yeah, it's not a bad stout. It has got a sweetness, but you expect to get some.
You expect that when they say caramel, it's going to have sweetness in it. Like you expect it.
But I am drawing more of that ABV, which is weird because it's not high, but I suppose a lot of people might think that is just part of the sweetness, and it's kind of not. It's separated a little bit for an 8%.
Yeah, well, I had the coconut one, which is 10%, and I thought that was really drinkable. I couldn't get the alcohol was. If they put 8%, even if you put 6% on it, you'd say it was 6%. Like it.
Obviously, this is the first one I've had, so I haven't had the misfortune or fortune, of the others, but it's not bad. As part of a bigger box set, I suppose. I think for me, it's just more the novelty. It's just the novelty of having the Twix. That's not a Twix on the Twixylicious kind of vocation. Is Twixylicious a word? Probably not.
You can make it a word. It could be your word for the year.
I'm trademarking it tomorrow. I can hear Sam Smalley in the background now saying, "I'm already there." Ding ding, done.
No, Taylor Swift, I'm sorry, Taylor Swift will get before you. She'll have a trademark. It'll be gone. She's probably already. She has another 10,000 trademarks.
Yeah, Twixylicious.
So, have you got anything planned, Luke? We haven't seen you in a while. Well, YouTube hasn't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I'll say I'm back. New format. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. And a few people have said, "Why is it called just happy hour?" Because literally, it's only going to last for 1 hour.
Are we getting a countdown clock then?
Hopefully, I'm going to try and arrange something, but I went too much in to YouTube before I took this break, and I've had a 4-week break, and it's just, I'm actually nervous. I got nervous about this one, and I'm like, really? Why? But yeah, it's going in another direction. It's less about the well, it's not less about the beer. It's still the beer, but
The
it's more
chat.
about just having a bit of downtime and relaxing and chilling. And hopefully, if Epidemic Sound allows me a little bit of music as well.
Commiserations, Craig, on your loss.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thoughts
for
are with
joining
you,
us.
buddy. And obviously, there's a good chance I was actually going to join Craig's last Friday, but when I looked, there was like 6 people, and then there was 8 people, and I thought Craig doesn't like it when it goes past 6 people. So why is he let 8 people?
Yeah, 4 people. 4 people is gets a line for me, I think. And then if it goes past 11 o'clock, I gotta just go asleep.
It's a bit strange because without YouTube for the last 4 weeks, I've got back into at least having a good couple of hours sleep each night.
I thought you were a vampire. 2 hours a night, don't you?
But I haven't drank. I haven't drank as much. Like I've still been to the local micro pub a few times, but I haven't had anywhere near as what I would have on YouTube. So I say that, and I've currently sat with 2 bottles of Trip in the Woods right in front of me. So
night is young.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really keen to try that one. It's the chocolate chipotle barrel aged stout. So chipotle peppers aged in bourbon barrels, 10.9%.
Nice percentage.
Yeah. And the other one's 11.7. That's a rum barrel aged. I only got that one because I threw the bottle out into the bin.
And you wanted a bottle, and that's why you have to get a new bottle. Well, that's why you tell yourself you have to get a new bottle.
Yeah, so I had to spend another £18.80 just to get the bottle.
Yeah, well, I was going to buy one of them when I bought these, and they're out. And I think it was, I think I was telling you before, it's €28 over here in some places, or 26 in some others.
Yeah, they've I think they've still got the 20%, so it'll go from 23.50 down to 18.80, which is pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
The other 3 bottles that I've had of this series are, well, put it this way, they're in my top 10 for the year, which kind of, I was at first, is it worth £23.50 as it was at the time? Then I was like, damn, yeah, it's worth £23.50. I wish I got 2. Now I've got 2, but I need to get the other one because I threw a bottle out.
Or someone could send you the empty bottle. Like, if someone has the empty bottle lying around, they could just send you the empty bottle.
They could. But there'd be no fun in that, would there? There'd be no fun. But these bottles are going to sit on that top shelf.
So this is the first look at your new studio. You've spent absolute millions doing up.
And I haven't even got curtains up yet. How amazing. But obviously, European flag, beers, spirits, all that on the shelves. And then on the other side, the North Yorkshire flag. It just looks lovely sat there, doesn't it? Brightens the place up. I dropped 180 on beer. Yeah, easy done.
And that was only for me. You only bought that for me, so it's been very generous, Craig.
And funny enough, the other Sierra Nevada one I got was the West Coast IPA, and that'll sit up on that shelf after I've drank it because we all know it's Pac-Man.
Yeah.
But I quite like it. I think I've ventured into a Sierra Nevada rabbit warren.
So
Where
you
now
thinking
it's
of
just
going
like,
over then? If you're a diehard fan now, are you planning the trip across the water?
well, funny enough, I've already discussed maybe doing a trip. I've got family in Vancouver, and one of the places they like to go is to Las Vegas. So the possibility to be able just to a little bit further go and see Sierra Nevada. But I'd like to call and maybe meet up with Sharky underneath the lemon tree, just waffling on to absolute nonsense, and then maybe up to Mojo a little bit. But just to do that kind of West Coast. Even though I'm not a fan of West Coast IPAs because the bitterness levels are just off the scale.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Art. Have I spoken?
Thanks for joining us. So, thoughts
But
on beer then? Are you drinking it? Are you getting down into it?
Yeah. So I've just poured my last dregs into it. I'll turn it on so there's no advertising infringement.
Oh, okay.
But
You seem to get a bit. I know my glass is a filter. You seem to get more head on yours than mine. I'm not sure if there's a difference.
yeah. But I also seem to be getting a lot more ABV than you.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, I've kind of gone down this route now of temperature, kind of controlling my beers, just to see if what they put on the can is best for that beer. Yeah, you too, Craig.
Yeah, Greg.
I'm a big softie at heart, so when I got a message off Craig the other day, I had to go and have a pint or three. So, and he only had 3 pints, which my micro pub was very disappointed in because they were expecting at least 10.
Yeah, really, 3 pints is like just having a sip for you. Like, that's just disappointing.
Yeah, I drank the 3 within an hour, but that's just by the by. It's a Strella. It was cold. It was on draft. And more importantly, I got a load of 50 pences in change for the calf, so it was just a win-win.
Okay, that's why you had to do it, like, just for the 50 pences.
Yep, it's £4.50 a pint. I get 50 pence back every time I go up with a £5
You
note.
handed in a £50 note.
Method in me madness, Thomas. Method in me madness.
Yeah, you can brighten your old age.
Old. Oh, don't. I don't know if you can actually pick it out in my bit.
I didn't want to say it, the grey hairs are starting to grow in there now, Luke.
I mean, look
I don't
at
know if
that.
that's just my effect on you, or
I've got a skunk's ass on the side of my head. You know, it's kind of venturing into the beard. So, unfortunately, that's going to have to come off at some point because I just can't cope with grey hair. Not at the age of 32.
All the hair has to come off then, yeah, for charity.
Well, I don't know about all of it. Then again, this only takes.
Come on. You'll grow back. You're young. You'll grow back.
I'm young. Yeah, thanks for that, Thomas. That's just a way to make me feel older, actually.
Well, you're mid-30s now. Well, you're early 30s, I'm sorry. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But, I mean, mind you, the way the government's going on, we'll all be getting our pension at 80, so I'm not quite middle-aged yet.
Don't worry, you have a few. You've the cable island sorted, so you're fine.
Enough white envelopes. They're no longer brown.
Bamboo envelopes. We have to be kind to the environment.
We try to do it online, but it finds out a lot of people can see what you do online. So
Seemingly so.
it's just plain old cash. The smell of money. Funny enough, at the minute it's all mine is all 50 pences.
Yeah, so if you're going to bribe Luke John, you have to bribe him in 50 pence pieces.
That's an easy way to do it. But yeah, other than tomorrow, I've got a Christmas Day live planned.
Yeah, seen that.
Just because who really wants to be sat with the family and the in-laws on Christmas Day, really?
Yeah. But yeah, if you're watching Coronation Street, is it EastEnders? Who else is on that day? Mrs. Brown's Boys, is it?
It'll always be royal family. It'll always, there's only so many times she can die, bless her.
Well, but you'll have to watch the King's Speech, the first one, whatever many years.
Oh, can you imagine the King's Speech? I bet they don't make a full drama program called the King's Speech. I bet you that never happens. That'll never happen. Actually, now this is funny enough. Now this is actually warmed up a lot more. The ABV is actually subsiding a little bit, and kind of that malty, biscuity, doughy flavors coming through. So maybe the 8 degrees that Vocation say isn't truly correct. Sorry, Vocation, I still like you.
From what I've had of your Vocation, you're pretty okay if you ever watch this nonsense.
And you can tell who the expert drinker is because I've still got some left and Thomas is out.
Nearly out. It's midweek. I have to pace myself, even though I'm nearly done.
But yeah, I'm quite intrigued now to see what the other ones are gonna bring out. Kind of the different flavors. I'm really interested in the Snickers. Sorry, the Snicker. That's not a Snicker. That's just a peanutty, chocolatey, caramelly, biscuity in a can.
I'm just wondering how different from this one will it be? Because I'm guessing they use the same recipe, but they'll add something for the nuts, something like that. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
same percent, or less. I haven't got the other beers with me there. Somewhere else.
See, this seems a little bit tame. It's kind of like they started on a good footing with it and then just fizzled out at the end. I think that's where you're getting like the much lighter mouthfeel with it.
Yeah.
Because, the flavour's not overpowering. There's a slight sweetness, but it's not like defined as caramel.
No. It's more that kind of biscuity malt at the back end is kind of.
But that could just be me because I've actually been off stouts and the great part of IPAs and all that for like the best part of 4 weeks, apart from 2 of Craig's that I've joined.
Yeah, well,
basically I've only drank one bar, but
apart from the coconut one, I've been mainly on my own homebrew, which is only 6% stout, which is pretty light. body's pretty bad on it. So when I had the
Yeah.
coconut one, you could taste the difference. Like,
Mm. No, I'm not a big fan of coconut in beer, but I'll be interested to see what comes of that one.
yeah, well, I couldn't pick up a whole lot, and I've seen one or two other reviews, and they have said the same, that the coconut's pretty light in it.
Yeah. We've got the nephew, and he's like, "It's 9 o'clock. I want some food. I want pizza."
And
The
9
kid's
o'clock.
almost 9, yeah.
Tell him to go to bed.
Oh, he'll sleep. He'll get his 8 hours sleep. Don't you worry. Even if I have to just tie him up and put him in a black bag until tomorrow morning.
Is that one of your bondage classes now?
Funny enough, I use that flag behind me for the bondage classes.
Yeah, I thought I recognised it from the videos
Yeah.
you sent me.
I mean, you can see the ring.
Yeah.
Brexit. Gotta love it.
So, out of 10, what would you give it then?
Out of 10?
Yeah. Or out of 5, we'll go on tap. We'll go on tap then. Out of 5, what would you give it?
Out of 5?
Yeah, we'll go on tap ratings then.
I'd give it a 3.25.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar.
Yeah, it's just kind of, it's hitting the mark as a stout, but you kind of want it because it's replicating something. You want it a little bit better, or I want it a lot better than that. So
Yeah.
3.25.
I'm buying that. I want a little bit better. €6, whatever, €6.50, whatever with delivery, you say. I'm expecting a bit more, to be honest.
I've probably had, so there's better stouts on that shelf there that I've had, and some of them only cost me £2.90.
Yeah.
And some of them are 10%. So,
well, like,
yeah.
Yeah. Probably is the gimmick is there. I think that's where it's more. I think that's what it's more about.
Yeah, it's novelty. That's it. But you expect beery people like me and you just to look at it and go, take money. And what happens? We look at it and we go, take our money.
Yeah. Well, that's how I did this time. I didn't do that much this year, but when these were available, I said, take more. When there were stouts too, there was no IPAs or whatever in it. There were 4 stouts. Was it 4 of them or 5? All stouts. I said, take my money. That's Christmas.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I've got an advent calendar, and it's a pucker tea, 24 different flavored teas, and I'm thinking of bringing that to the channel just as a wind up.
Yeah,
So as everyone's getting totally drunk over December, I'll just pop up maybe 6 o'clock on the morning or 6:10 after some other person gets his stuff out the way.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He lives in Ireland. He identifies as Scottish, and he's got a schlong like an Iberian, apparently.
Really? That's pretty rich from a French man.
Oh, Belgian.
Want to be
I don't know if
Belgian.
that makes it better.
I don't know. There's not, by the way, to any French people that ever watch this, which you won't, there's nothing wrong with being French.
Sacre bleu. But yeah, I suppose we just roll on to the next one then, Thomas. That's all we can do.
That's it.
And Thomas doesn't really have an outro apart from thanks for watching. If anybody ever bothered to watch, thanks for chat. Yeah.
God only knows what I say. I don't remember my videos. I just record them, upload them. There you go.
I'm
No
here,
much.
but I'm not really interested to be here. Yeah. We've just said it's all a gimmick.
Yeah.
Midweek Madness. This used to be Thirsty Thursday for me. Normally an 8-hour live stream. And I've done 30 minutes with Thomas and I feel like I've been given a new one.
Well, I feel like this got up for 3 hours. I was looking at the clock and I said 30 minutes. I thought it was 3 hours.
Look at the Irish. That's what she said.
I must have walked under a ladder today. I think getting an unlucky stretch. I don't do that. Who wants to like and share?
Exactly. But yeah, we'll probably end it.
Yeah, we'll end it there, will we? Or got anything else?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
Are you there? You look frozen.
You look frozen as well, but I think we'll end it. So yeah, thanks for everyone who commented and watched and liked and disliked and reported. We'll see you next time. The brilliant Luke John, I think, is frozen, or I'm frozen.
I didn't know.
Thanks for watching.